Hello again, I am Blunty. So here's a fun story. You all may have seen a video I put up very recently called Sweet Voice plus Dirty Mind equals Confused Boys. Funny VR chat moments. You should watch it now. You know, for context. It recorded someone using the username SickeningDesire, putting on a heavily affected innocent child voice to screw with other people in one of VRchat's public rooms. The cartoonishly innocent voice juxtaposed with the filthy, provocative stuff they were saying made for some pretty entertaining moments. So I pulled those moments out of my gameplay recordings and made a little montage around it, hoping that other people would get just as much of a chuckle out of it as I did. And they did. It is a very popular video. Of particular amusement were the confused boys in the title, the especially baffled and confused reactions from many of the public room's other visitors, who may or may not have ever come across someone affecting this behaviour before. I'm not new to the internet, I have seen it before, but it was still funny. It's all in good fun, right? Well, I was contacted by several people either claiming to know or claiming to be this SickeningDesire person, who also identified themselves in this public game, in this public room, by the name Angel. Most of these people were full of shit, as people on the internet tend to be more often than not in situations like this. I once made a video about a second-hand Pokemon cartridge that I purchased, and to date, no less than 47 people, yes, I've been keeping count, have all earnestly claimed it was their cartridge. People are full of shit. Anyway, one such person, who goes by the name Supreme Lord on Twitter, claimed to be Angel's boyfriend. He asked if I would speak with one of these alleged Angel wannabes. This is a screenshot of the public tweet they sent to me asking for a DM about this situation. Now, he used the feminine addressment for her, so I stopped playing the pronoun game of them, their, and they, and I told him to have her contact me. And a few days later, she did, after her supposed boyfriend made threats against me for ignoring her repeatedly. Which, by the way, amounted to me not immediately responding to a Twitter message within 18 whole minutes of it being sent, as if the only thing I had to do with my life was deal with them on Twitter. What an entitled, self-important little shithead. This is a screenshot of Angel's publicly posted request to me for a DM. So anyway, this alleged Angel made demands that I take the video down. So embarrassed were they that their sleazy, manipulative, skanky behaviour in VRchat that they preferred not to have a public record of their public behaviour from a public shared space in a public room on a public online game. I suggested that they use this as a learning experience, that perhaps acting in ways that you're embarrassed by, so much so you threaten and bully a stranger over their record of the behaviour, perhaps they should spend more time examining themselves instead. I reminded Angel that VRchat is an online game with public lobbies, public rooms, and that SickeningDesire was in such a public room displaying very public behaviour, actively chasing that attention very deliberately in a game widely known to have many YouTubers and Twitch streamers using it and recording their experiences in it. This is a game, by the way, that you can very easily, with 2 clicks, set up a private room if you prefer some privacy. But Angel claimed that I violated her privacy by recording this public behaviour in a public room in an online game, the behaviour that more than a few people in my comment sections rightly pointed out as desperately attention-seeking and sleazy, but all this was somehow considered by Angel to be a private moment. And she insisted, again, that I take the video down, repeating threats to report it. I reminded Angel that expecting privacy while engaged in attention-seeking behaviour in an online game in a public room was idiotic at worst and uncountably naive at best. Before the conversation was even done, I got an email she had reported the video, filing a privacy complaint, which I immediately counterclaimed, of course, with information about how this was public behaviour in a public space, in a public game, in a public room, and that's where the story hangs for the moment. So, I open it up to you guys. Do you think this supposed angel, who has, by the way, offered up no proof at all that he or she is who he or she claims to be in regards to this SickeningDesire person, is right to expect privacy when engaged in such public attention-seeking behaviour in a public, freely available online game, in a public room open to anyone and everyone? And to all of you, I offer the advice I give Angel. Learn some personal responsibility for your own behaviour. You live in a world where online or out in the public, under the real-life sun and sky, chances are more than likely someone is watching. There are security cameras literally everywhere. Everybody carries a camera and will record you, especially if your behaviour is attention-seeking and outlandish by design. And going into a game frequented by YouTubers and streamers, a game designed for personal interaction with public rooms, maybe you shouldn't be expecting privacy that much. And maybe you should behave as if you are being observed by members of the general public who may or may not be recording your behaviour. Thanks for watching. I am Blunty, and I will catch you next time. I'll let you know what happens with the video.
It's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap.
It's a lolly.
I'm the map trap.